Good morning. Nasty NASDAQ. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Let's see what we got today. We had an interesting V bounce from the overnight session. We're about 3 minutes away from the open. Bulls, man. Bulls have been in control. No significant pullback all week. Crazy. Let's take a look at, here we go. All right. So we're doing this live. I did do some trading last night on that dip. Caught a little bit of profit there on my Apex evals. So this is a tight price range. I expect some volatility either to the upside or downside here. It's going to get nasty. Bulls are in control. Good morning, Bart. So it could be another day of bulls riding this up to oblivion. Are we going to hit 900? We did hit 820, 830 in the overnight session. The overnight high is around 830. So if bulls reconquer that during the open, I could see 900. And at that point, we're probably going to have to try to find a long. But we'll see. 700 is the critical range. I mean, if we drop below 700 and stay down there, then we got some potential downside. But the whole week, bulls have been ruthless. Two minutes, actually 1 minute for the open. Are we going to break out of this channel? What are we going to do? Tight little channel. I could see a break to the downside, potentially to test VWAP around, not VWAP, 200 SMA around the 750 area. 740 would be an interesting, trap some bulls here, come down to like the 740, 750 area, and then ramp up. Morning, everybody. Phoenix, go straight to funded. Yo. Let's do it. Let's do it live. I did catch some profit last night on that dip from the 800 level. So we'll see. We'll see if I get a strong momentum move. Not going too crazy. I'm about $700 in the green across all 5 AVEX evals. There we go. Open is now in effect. See if we trap some bulls trying to long this. Maybe potential 750 area. Pull back to the 740, 750 area and then take off from there. See if that's how it plays out. So we did have a news drop at 8:30 Eastern, and it was uneventful. I was surprised that there was no significant movement. Here's the touch of that 200 SMA. We attempt a bounce here. Ooh, that's a tight stop. What happened here? Oh, my stop was wrong. It's 100 points, not 10 points. 10 ticks. So let's try that one more time with a proper stop loss. Testing the 200 right there. I'm going to give it some room. And I'm longing from the 200 SMA. If we do see a break to the downside from here, then I'll have to readjust and then we could have some further downside. Playing the bounce of the 200 SMA. Not a significant bounce. I was looking for something stronger than that. So we may have further downside here before we get the bounce that everybody's looking for, or we just may have a red day, period. Okay. Weak bounce. There we go. We're trying to position ourselves above the 200 again. But at this point, I'm not going to give it too much of a wide stop. This should be a stronger bounce on the 200 SMA. It's telling me it's pretty weak. But I'll give it some more time. Yeah, that should be a stronger bounce. Much stronger. Especially on the open, but we'll see. We'll be a little patient. Come on. Come on. Very weak. At this point, we're in the green. I'm not going to give up any profit. It's a very weak bounce. So if it pulls back, then be it. We just got a little pullback there. So we'll see. Maybe there is going to be a bounce at this 200 SMA, but not the strength, not the momentum that I like. And I'm not going to risk a pullback here if it's that weak. Maybe we need a stronger pullback. Good morning to everyone. I only got maybe 45 minutes to an hour today. Got some things to do. All right, so there's the bounce playing out. Let's see what happens at the VWAP. It's approaching VWAP right now and the 20 SMA. And there's that play. It was a slower bounce, but the bounce is happening. If we position then above VWAP, then maybe I'll consider another long. Just weak price action, not what I like, not what I'm used to. Mohammed, good morning. Yes, indeed. Let's try to make this a good day. Maybe we'll do another test of the 200 SMA. But bulls need to push if they want 800. Last night they did it. They brought price all the way up to 830, and then you had a reversal down to, what was it? 700 area, and then another V bounce on the overnight. And then we've been consolidating in this area between 780 and 740, about 40 points. All right, I'm seeing weakness here in the bulls. I'm not going to jump the gun. I did play the bounce of the 20 SMA. I was looking for an explosive bounce with price action and be done for the day. It didn't give it to me, and I don't think I took a loss. Just a little bit of profit there. We're testing 20 and VWAP. And now the bounce is playing out from the 200 SMA. But it's very slow price action. What up, cards? Not yet. Good morning to everybody. I attempted to play the bounce to the upside along at the 200 SMA. Price action was weak. It still is weak, so I got out. I'm looking for a little more explosiveness. This is boring price action. But it could be a slow grind to the upside, and that's where I kind of struggle. I like price action momentum. A trade or a bounce above the 200 SMA is usually a nice little bounce, 20, 30 points and done. But it's been some, though we've had direction these couple of days, the price action has been slow. But this could have been just patience, stick with your long and ride it up. Slow grind to the upside, which I hate. I hate slow price action, but it is weak. It just got rejected at the VWAP. VWAP has been providing resistance all morning after the flush to 700 area during the overnight hours, and price action or the bulls have been unable to positioned themselves above VWAP since about, call it 2 a.m. All right, so are we going to get a flush to the downside on the 200? That could be another one. But I think the flush is not as juicy yet. I'd probably consider then another long somewhere around the 700 area. Now, if we break below 700 and we hold below 700, right now the critical area is the 700 level. That's the battle right now. If the bulls maintain above 700, then yeah, I could see how we're going to push all the way up to 800 plus. We may even see 900 today. Now, if the bulls are unable to hold 700, and this looks like what it's happening right here, a flush below the 200 would put us closer to the 700 level. If the bulls cannot maintain price above 700, we get some candle closures below 700, then, you know, the bull run is in question at that point. 700 is a critical level for today. And I got all day. The last couple of days during the week, during the open, I haven't had the best trades. My trades have happened later in the afternoon or later in after the morning session or after the stream. So we'll see. Patience. This has been an up and down on that bounce from the 200. Bulls are trying to position themselves above the 200 and keep that as support, which they have so far. But I'm not going to play that bounce now. I think I'll have to look for another setup later in the day. For anybody new to the stream, my red line is the 200 SMA. Do I have oh, yep, there. And the purple line is the 20 SMA. Good morning to everyone. I hope everyone's having a green week. What's today? Thursday? 2 more days in the week. I've been in the green, but it's been a grind. It's been a battle this week in terms of trading. Not the best price action. I get killed on slow price action like this. Now, this is a very tight. It's a 20-point consolidation zone that we're going back and forth. The tighter the price range, the deadlier the breakout. In other words, if you have this consolidation going on, and it could go on for another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, but once it breaks, because of the tightness of it, this is coiling. This is the consolidating or the coiling of NQ. Then you have the breakout, which could be to the upside or it could be to the downside. We'll see. Take your bets. Are we going above 800 today, or are we going to stay below 700? Let me know, chat. So, yeah, this price action, this can go on for an hour without resolution. And this is where I get frustrated. I like stronger momentum. That bounce of the 20 SMA was so disappointing. Usually that's a 20, 30, 40 point move in and out. Call it a day. Now I am in the green. I did trade, like I said, last night. I had an alert and we had that flush from the 800 level. So I took a couple points there for some green and called it there. But bulls were able to position themselves, at least in the overnight session, above 800. It got quickly rejected all the way back down to 700. And we saw the bounce around 6 a.m. Around the 700 level. Bulls are trying to position themselves again above 800, which, you know, technically they're in the upper quadrant of that. So I could see how, you know, it's still bulls are in control. But bulls are having trouble with the 200 SMA. Although they've been keeping it above, there's no significant push to the upside. Bulls have been in control all week. I think last night, if you guys watched the price action from the bull run to about the 800, 830 level, that was basically the American economy saying F you to all the China, Mexico, Canada tariffs. That was the American system in strength, in full glory last night, pushing all the way up to 830, even after all the negative news. You got all the tariff stuff that went on this week. And, we're back to Trump tweets. So I think I'm going to have my phone watching X. Trump tweets something and you'll have price action. So we're back to those days. But yeah, last night, man, it was just amazing to watch how after all these drops with all the tariff news, the bulls NQ has been pushing to the upside with no significant pullback all week. I mean, anybody who we're all, the majority of us here are prop firm traders, so we close intraday. But you got some swing traders out there who trade futures. If they were banking on a stronger play to the downside using tariffs and just that uncertainty, they're underwater. And the bulls have not allowed price to go significantly below 700 all week. So, you got some shorts underwater down there. Are they going to get any relief today or this week? And if the bulls do what they've been doing all week, which is it's been a lock rally. It's a bull rally locking shorts with very minimal pullbacks. I mean, yesterday, anybody trying to short, you had very minimal opportunities to short during the morning session. We'll see today. Today, do we finally get some breathing room and get some price action to the downside? Alleviate some of the stuck trap shorts on the lower price end. We'll see. Bulls have been unforgiving this week. That's the American economy in action. Now, NQ in general is used to hedge. NQ is designed by nature to move to the upside. Gotta be very careful when you short NQ with your personal account on a swing basis. You got to use a 4-hour or a daily level that's truly providing resistance. Okay, here's the break. Is this now the bounce from the 200? We're positioning above the 20. But because we're in this consolidation zone, that could be a trap for some bulls. It could also be the bull run that everybody's waiting on this move this morning. That is now 30 points to the upside. Do I want to participate in this? We just hit the 200 SMA on the 5-minute. If we stay above 780, then yeah, 100% we are pushing to the upside, and we may want to participate in this. Here's that 800 level. At this point, I'll probably see if I can get a pullback, but I don't want to miss out either. So let's get in. We'll have a tight stop. The bottom of the wick of the prior candle. Actually, that's too tight. Let's come down to test the bottom of the top of this range. And another, it's been weak. It's been weak. Come on, baby, push. We want some price action. Let's do this. All right. And is that a fake out? I'm going to keep a tight stop on this one. And I'll be a little conservative. Let's go for 820, 830. So maybe 827 would be a nice little target. I don't need to be too aggressive today. We got some resistance around the 830 initial resistance. Weak. It's weak. Not liking it. I'm not liking it. So that could be just a trap for the bulls. We'll probably have to get out or be patient. It's been very slow. It's been a grind, even getting out of that 200 SMA. So we might have to, I may have to close this. I don't want to take too much. My stop would have to be the bottom of that channel. Give it some breathing room. But it's been weak. The push to the upside is weak today. This could be the day where you need to short it. Come on. Wah, wah, wham. And we got a little patience. It's grinding to the upside, but I'm seeing some popping there. I'm not liking it. I'm gonna let that one go. Let me close all my positions. There we go. Not liking it. Initial rejection at 800. Bulls just got rejected, well, at least initially. Gonna be a patience day. It's a slow grind, and I do not do well with grind days. All right, so we have some trap bulls up there on that fake out above 800. Is today the day to short? Is today finally the day to short? Slow price action. We'll see. Not a fan of this slow action. So I could see another test of the 20 and the 200. Now, if we break below that at this point, I'll have to entertain a short. If we're just coming back for support, then I can consider another long. I agree, Mohammed. I think the long is valid. I think we still have some consolidation to do, though. If this 770, if the 780 provides the support to the upside, I'll consider another long. This is now the bounce of the 20 SMA at this point, which is the top of this range that it's been consolidating since around 6 a.m. But you know, we're all waiting for a little bit more of explosiveness, more price action momentum right now. That's a nice bounce off the 20 SMA. So price came back to test. Bulls are still trying to position themselves. There is sell pressure for sure. You know, we're not seeing the strong push like this whole week during the open to the upside. So the long is still valid as long as we stay above, you know, the 220 SMA area. If we start dipping below, that's where it gets complicated. Now, if this bounce holds, I may entertain a long one more time. Watch this be the day that I try to long this. I tried to short it multiple times and I failed, and I'll try to long it multiple times and I'll fail. So maybe a little bit more patience. We're approaching my initial entry. In other words, we came back for some liquidity. We tested the 20 SMA. That's a strong bounce from the 775, so about 25 points. It's just very slow. I don't do well with slowness. I like more price action momentum. So, you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I need price action. What's going on, NQ? Good morning to everybody. Anybody new to the channel? My name is JC. I trade from Arizona, so my times are 2 hours behind New York Eastern. I trade NASDAQ NQ futures every single day. Well, at least I try. Getting used to doing this live. Okay, so now we're seeing this bounce holding. I'm going to attempt another long from the 806 area. Let's try to approach the quick in and out. I'm not going to get too greedy with this. Can you give me 840 today so I can go home? I can go back to bed. Come on, NQ, push. God damn it. You are weak as hell today. This is scary. This is interesting price action. This is looking to me like trapping in some bulls. I am going to leave the stop below the test of that 20 SMA in case we come back to test. But if I see a sharp rejection, I may just peel out. Bulls, I mean, if the bulls want it, they need strength, which they are not showing right now. But it looks like it's a grind day. I don't do well with grind days. Be patient. Let it run up. Stop trying to push it. Fine. I don't know. I don't know. Bulls are in trouble, my friends. I don't think they're going to have the juice for this today. I'm closing it. Not liking it. I don't do well with this price action. Call it impatient. Yes, in trading, patience rewards, but I'm used to seeing bulls in action. This is not bulls in action right now. They're going to come back and test, and it's just going to be one of those days where you have these little push-ups, test of the 20, push-up. I may have to wait longer to actually get in a position. Now, if this is the second attempt to go above 800 with a rejection, guys, the mentality should shift, and I may need some time or a couple minutes to change direction. This could be a play to the downside today. We're testing the 20 SMA again, which is what I did not want to stick to in terms of that drawdown. That's why I got out of that trade. I'm not seeing the strength right now. When bulls are in control, bulls are in control. And when bears decide to take action, you know, you'll see a quick elevator down. Now, it came back, and maybe that's all it is right now, is we're testing the 20 SMA on this push to the upside, and it's going to be a grind, which I don't do well in. That's not the price action I like. That's not the price action I want to expose minis on. I like quick in and out, done within half an hour to an hour. But this week, it's been a little different. It's been a little different. So what is that? Trade number 3. So technically I'm in over trading zone. It could be that's it. You know, I didn't get the trade that I want. And sometimes you walk out. I'm in the green from the overnight session. Do I need to push this? This price action, I'll wait for another half hour. But that's all I'm giving it. You know, it could be just standard consolidation, and, you know, it's going to get dragged out before we see the move. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to hold along just hoping for price action. I'll have to see price action before I enter. And if I had stuck with the initial long on the touch of the 200, I could have been done by now, but I would have had to endure all this back and forth. Today it played to the upside, but it could have easily broken below the 200 as well. So patience. Patience is a virtue. Well, while we're waiting for NASDAQ to wake up, do me a favor. If you're brand new to the channel, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post content. Also, discount links, discount codes, www.jcdaytrader.com. I guess with this price action, I might as well get into salesman mode. Let's take a look at my website. Where is, here we go, web. Bingo. All right, jcdaytrader.com. So these are some of the prop firms that I use. You got discount links on that tinyurl.com, and that'll take you to those prop firms. Some codes for you. Tick Trader straight to funded, I believe right now is at 40%. Bulenox, Take Profit Trader, Day Trader, and Tradeify straight to funded. You guys can help the channel or help me out with a coffee every now and then with these promo codes. All right, here we go. Looks like bears are starting to take control of this play. Let's zoom in a little bit. So we have failure at the break of 800. We are breaking down below the 20 now. We are coming back into this range or the top of this range. Will that top of the range provide support, or is this the break? Is this the play to the downside? Now we're touching VWAP. Do we have a VWAP bounce here? And then go back up and then go back down. Consolidation, range day. Come on. You got me at NQ got me at a range trading. This is the bounce of the VWAP. Muhammad says, let's go long. This is your VWAP touch and potential bounce here. Let's see. Now, if it is the long, I can afford to get a little bit of confirmation on this play. But this could be the bounce of VWAP right here and your 200 SMA on the 5-minute. Let's find out. I'm not liking the price action. Usually I like a touch of the VWAP and boom, rejection. We're just not seeing the strong rejection at this point, or the bounce. Now I may have to just adjust. It's going to be a slow grind day, or simply say it's not my price action. I'm not trading it today. I mean, I already tried 3. Not that I'm not trying to trade it. It's just not giving me the price action that I like. So I was very protective of the trades today. I tried a long at the 200 SMA. Lousy price action, got out, went through consolidation. Then we had the bounce from the 20 SMA to give us a hint of a bull run. Tried to long it. Again, lousy price action. Not because I'm in the green, I'm a little bit protective of the profit. I'm about $800 already from the overnight session. So if I don't see price action, why stick in something for half an hour, 45 minutes? I need a little more action than that. And to be honest with you, I don't do well with this type of price action. Yes, we came down and tested the 200 and the VWAP on the 5-minute, and this is where you see this bounce. But I like stronger bounces. I'm not seeing strength right now to the upside or to the bears have a bigger play right now where they took that rejection on the push, look above and fail 800 and trying to push it down. Now, if we come back to test the 200, yes, I could see the argument that's another entry for a long, but we're longing on rejection right now. Maybe a stronger flush, or wait a minute, let's be a little patient. This could be a setup for the downside today. I'll entertain, if we touch the 200, maybe I'll entertain a long there. But we may need a stronger pullback for this push to the upside. First attempt to break above and stay above 800 has failed. We are now below, or we're testing the 20 SMA on the 5-minute. I could see this as the entry. But where's the bounce? Slow grind bounce? Not for me, not for me. Testing VWAP. Battle at VWAP right now with no strong bounce, and it's a grind day. I get it, but I don't like grind days. I like stronger bounces. And I'm in the green, so I'm going to protect profits. I already tried three trades. And yeah, it could be a dragged out day, and I don't do well in slow price action. This is ES movements. All right, so now we've attempted to, bulls have attempted to push it below VWAP and have failed. VWAP is holding with very minimal or very slow, grindy price action. They're holding. I could see the long argument here. But where's the price action? We need a boner candle, then I'll get excited. All right, so now we're stair stepping. This is good. This is good. That failed stair stepping. 3-4 candles stair stepping. I would have gotten in with you, Mohammed. But if we're gonna do the grind, then I'll watch for the stair stepping. I'll need 3 or 4 candles, 4 green candles in a row, stair stepping it up, and then I'll get it. And then I'll get excited for long. Right now, it's a battle. It could go either way. Inversionista humilde. I am not long and I am not short. I am $800 in the green across 5 Apex accounts, but I'm looking for a play. I'm looking for something stronger. This is, we came to trade NQ, not ES. What is this? What is this? Mohammed, I get your trade. I mean, we're basing, right? If you look at it this way, the bulls have not allowed, this is your basing right here. I could see how we're building support for a push to the upside. But like I said, I don't do well with this type of price action. I may have to wait or not take any more trades. But yes, technically we are basing right here. And for that patient trader, that's what you're looking for. And that could be your bounce area for a long. Now we're going to test the 20 SMA. Now we're starting to see bulls taking a little bit of action. If they're going to push this from here, I'll get interested in a long. Bulls have not allowed price action below 775. The bears want to break that, and they're trying. So now we have confluence, right? We have the 20 SMA at 793. We have the 200 SMA at 750, 760 level. And we're going to price vibrate there for some time until we get resolution to the upside or downside. Bart's nicely done. You got 10 points. Good job. It's looking like the bulls need a stronger pullback to build up liquidity. Although they're holding this level, you can look at it this way, and this is your bounce area. You long, put a stop somewhere below the 200 SMA. I could see the long playing out here, and this was just basing, and we'll get out of it, and you'll see a nice boner candle to the upside, and I'm okay with the entry on the boner candle if we're going to long this. Trying to gain positioning now above the 20. There's the push above the 20. There's the attempted push to the 800 level again. And let's ride that break. Weak, but they're doing all right. They're trying. I'll believe in the bulls today. Come on, come on. We need, see, this is the thing I don't like. We need price action. I'm not giving up profits today at all. I'm in the green, so there's no reason to give profits away. You either do it for me or you don't. You either push the way I like it to push, or I'm not in the mood for, you know, NQ to decide if it wants to push up or not. Initial, I'm taking a look at the top of this. Actually, I think I'm a little aggressive. Let's go for a 728, 830 play. Let's trail this. Come on. Damn bulls, man. I don't want pullbacks and testing. I just need boom, go. Boom, go. Yes, today. All right, I'm done. All right, guys, that's the trade of the day. Captured what, 300, 400 bucks there. I don't like the bulls today. Although they're trying to push and all that stuff, you know, I like back-to-back green candles. Yeah, I think they're going to continue to push up. But like I said, you guys, I'm more of momentum price driven. If I don't see momentum or the momentum fading out, I'll call it a day, or not call it a day, just close the trade. Let me make sure I'm out of all my trades. So captured a couple $100 there. I was already in the green, so now that puts me around $1,100 across 5 Apex accounts. Let's see how far this goes today. Varts, nicely done. Varts was the winner of the what's it called? Tick Trader straight to funded giveaway. See, and I really hope you get it to pay out. I'm excited for you. I think you know, straight to funded offers a different option for futures traders, going straight to funded and being able to get payouts. So it's a grind day. It's one of those days that you got to be patient with these moves up. It's not giving us those juicy green candles to the upside, but it is playing to the upside. I captured 300, I think, or $400 on that play. 20 points. We'll see what the next setup brings us. Bulls are now positioning themselves for a rally to the upside. There is that 830 initial target that I had set where, potentially a little bit of resistance there. If they push above 830, 840, that was the high of the overnight session. I can entertain another long with strength above that. And at that point, we're probably going to go see 900 today. But I'd like to see a little more. There we go. So 830 is holding. If we've broken above the overnight high now. Overnight high was right around this area, 830. This is where you saw the rejection on the overnight trading, down back to 700. So at this point, the problem is I used up my trades, and I got to stick to discipline, especially if I'm doing this live. I've done 3 trades that were scratches, right? Take probably break even or something like that. 4th trade was finally in the green, and captured $400 there. I think 300 to $400. I think that was 20 points. So that is now trade 5. Take it a little easy. That's over trading at this point. I should have been done with my first trade. So with that trade, with that long, I've brought my balance to about 11, call it 1,200 across all 5 Apex accounts for the day. That includes some of the pre-market trading. But bulls have positioned themselves above 830. That's significant. That's the overnight high that was tested 2 times. Mohammed, how much did you walk out with? You came in, you walked out with probably 40 points, right? Nice play. All right, we're going to attempt another long here. We're going to go for another 20 points. Let's see if we get it. I do realize it's going to have to be a patience play. If the bulls struggle too much at 730 and are unable to hold the overnight high, then I'll probably get out. But I'll give it some time this time. Yeah, I don't do well with this price action. It's very grindy, very slow. I just don't do well with it. Bulls need to continue to push. We need a big boner candle here. Otherwise, I could see this falling apart here. This is the overnight high that's being tested right now for a breakout. I'm playing the breakout, but breakouts are very risky. You're technically longing at the high. I need strength above this wick, otherwise I'm going to call it. Closing it. Not liking it. So we could come back and test the 200, and then that's your bounce. That's probably the pullback needed. Or we can short this to the 20 for 20 points. Like I said, I don't do well with grindy price action. It's not the momentum I like. And at this point, I think we're gonna have to wait for a pullback before I re-enter. We can have a push up, but I'd like the pullback first, and then I'll attempt. Yeah, Muhammad, at this point it's chasing. Like I said, I tried to play that breakout, it didn't happen. So wait for a pullback to the 20 SMA, a strong pullback, and we'll try again. It's a patience day. You'll get your grind up, but it's not quick in and outs for sure. Now there could be a juicy short setup for the pullback here, but again, over trading. Youssef, what's up? All right. This is where the bulls are struggling. Or just building consolidation. It's just a slow day, slow grind to the upside. And like I said, I don't really have patience for that type of price action. Here we go. We got a pullback, potentially down to test the 812 on that 20 SMA. Nicely done, Mohammed. Yeah, I mean, I could be done too. I wanted a little bit more green, but I am $1,000 up across all 5 Apex accounts or evals that I'm trading. So it could be one of those as let it go. Let it go. Just very little volatility for today. I do have to call it a day in about 15 minutes regardless. I gotta head out for work. So 8:30 is providing that initial rejection to the upside, or resistance rather. Yep, want a little more, but the market's not giving me more. Look at this price action. This is ES. These are ES movements. It's NASDAQ testing our patience. Yeah, not much going on. Let's see, one more trade. That's what happens. One more trade, and that one last trade is the one that you lose it all. um, I am being a little greedy today, to be honest with you. I do want a little bit more. I want a little bit more, but that's just that's where you got to be careful. The emotions kick in, the greed. And with this price action, don't do well with it. We're approaching the hour after the open. Today was a day for minis. I could see building a position around the minis for sure. All right, here's that flush. Let's see what we're going to go test. Are we going to test 800 again and then the bounce? That's a strong pullback. That's a strong pullback. Initial bounce at 800. Or is that it for the bulls? And the bears now take control. One thing we do know is that push to the upside was slow. The bears have been challenging it the whole way up. Okay. We're approaching VWAP 200 SMA again. Remember that basing level right here, around 775. Bulls need to hold that again, and I could see a potential bounce, stronger bounce there, and that's the play we've been always waiting for, with a strong boner candle to the upside. But let's see. $200 SMAs at 767. We haven't tested it yet. Yeah, bears are wanting to push this below 700 for sure. Bulls need to hold this area. This is the original bounce area at 770. Slow. Oof. Ooh. I don't know what to say. I'm bored. Not the price action I like. So why trade it? So bulls are trying to position again above 800. And this boring price action chop fest. I should have slept in today. Well, while NQ decides what it wants to do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. All right, so again, this is that area of the bulls building their support area. Actually, let's use this one. Let's recycle. This is your support area being built. And that's what you typically see on a slow grind day. This is the area that the bulls do not want pricing to go below. So, I mean, this could turn, I mean, I'm in the green. Maybe let me see if I have any funded accounts. Well, I know Tradeify and Tick Trader are in the green. My funded futures. Trying out my funded futures. Maybe let's walk out with the nice green profit. Let's switch over to Tradeify. I opened up a my funded futures account. And maybe let's play here. Quick scalps, high leverage. Let's see. But I'll use Quantower as my central charting along with TradingView. So we're back in this basing area, the consolidation zone. This is where the bulls do not want price below. I'm simply building their liquidity here. We could see a nice play. Listen, sometimes the plays don't happen until an hour, 2 hours after the open, where you see that nice push to the upside with momentum. I'll entertain that maybe on my funded futures. But I do want to see momentum. In other words, I want to see a strong play to either direction at this point, if I'm going to get back in. I tried playing the slow grind, and I walked out with a little bit of green, but nothing impressive. And if we're just going to consolidate here in a 10-point range for the next hour or so, call it a day. Listen, and sometimes everybody has the price action they like. From the beginning, I was like, what is this? Usually what you do is you try to force yourself into trades, but it's not really the price action you like or that you're used to. Muhammad is loading along, which is, again, the basing area. This is how you would, maybe we can do it with micros. I could see building a position with micros here. If you're going to long it, you know, give yourself at least 30, 45 minutes to build that position, because you're going to have all that time in the world to figure out if you're right in the long. And that's the disciplined, or not the disciplined, the patient trader can build a micros position here or a long. Although it's an intraday long, you can hold it for probably through the close into New York session close and probably walk out with a nice 100-point play, building micros in this area. I don't like too much of the swing trade approach, even in a intraday session. I like more of quick 40, 50, 60 point candles. I'll take 30, 40 points on that move and call it a day. But we're not getting that. We are not getting that. Now, it is tight. Usually when you see something this tight, the move is coming. That's why I'm waiting. I'll probably do it on my funded futures eval on Tradeify. This is the price action for the micros where you can build a nice strong position. Varts, I'm competing with all the top dogs, man. You got Topstep TV, you got PW, you got Trades by Matt, you got Rips, you got everybody streaming here. So thank you for tuning in. I know there's competition. People have been streaming a lot longer than I have. This is what, day 4 of live streaming the New York session. So thanks for tuning in. And I appreciate everyone tuning in, considering all the competition. I'm probably going to do more of the overnight, the after hours. I know during the after hours, there's not that many streamers. And I remember I did that one last week, I think it was. There's the breakout above that basing, the NASDAQ basing. Could this be the final push to the upside that everybody's waiting for? But I'll probably do some more overnight trading live since obviously there's less streamers and a lot more people tune in at that time. We're approaching the again, it's just slow. It gives us a hint, gives us a little hint of going up, and then it says, no, I'm not really ready. Just a lazy bulls today. Vinny Cuz, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is JC. I trade NASDAQ NQ Futures every single day from Arizona. That's why you see my times are about 2 hours behind New York Eastern. I bring you the green, the red, the tilt, all that good stuff. I already had a tilt day, right? Muhammad is scalping it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to turn into a scalper. I mean, listen, it's fun to scalp. High leverage, 2-3 cons, in and out, 10 points. But I'm in the green already. Usually you use scalping to get yourself out of the red. I know you guys. You're in the red and you start over leveraging quick scalps in and out and save the day. I know. But today I'm in the green, so why scalp it? $1,000 in the green across 5 Apex accounts. We're waiting for the move, but no move. This is moving. This is ES movements. Who's been significantly in the red and full ported their way into profit? That's what you do with these damn props. Oh, $1,000, $1,500 down. Full port. Up $2,000. Well, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. It's lousy price action. This is not for me. We've been on now for what? A little bit over an hour. I'm gonna give it about 15-20 more minutes to see if something happens. Something? Yeah, it's struggling. Usually when you see bulls, you're at a critical area, right? You're at the 800. The bulls conquered 830 in the overnight session. They lost it. Bulls are trying to reclaim that right now, but usually you get stronger price action on bull moves. All right, so we've been talking about the building of liquidity here, the basing of this move to the upside. We're just not getting continuation. We're not getting the push that we all want to see. But it could be one of those slow grind days, and it'll take the whole day to finally get to 900. And then just when you feel it's going to be going down, then you get this little bounce. So look at this. Oh, this is where you just watch a move, watch a bounce, and Try not to FOMO in. Yeah, the play here on a slow grind diet like this is identify the basing, right? This is where the bulls were building liquidity in the 780 area, 770 to 780 area. They built that liquidity, and now they're pushing up. It's a slower grind, but it is a push up. No question about it. And that was built on this area, this red zone right. This is your support level. So now we are 30 points above. I think this is the final. This is the play. This is the play that everybody's waiting for. I'm in on Tradeify. If we fail here, then it's over. But you're gonna, one thing we learned, if it is a push to the upside, it's gonna be a slow push with pullbacks. It's not gonna be what we're used to with that strong. This is the break. This is the overnight high that the bulls have not been able to conquer. They've attempted now, this is the second attempt to position above the overnight high at 830. Now, if they do push with strength, then 900 is definitely in the map today. If the bears, ooh, that's what the bears were looking to do. What do we have, a news drop? That's what the bears were waiting to do, trap all the bulls up there. And now, let's see if this is now bears are in control. We gonna FOMO in here? Or is that just a test of the 200? And now we get the bounce that everybody's waiting for. Scary, scary, scary. All right, so then you had the flush to the downside to get your stop run, and now this could be the bounce to the upside. Nasty NASDAQ. Anybody without a stop? Sorry. All right, this is a strong bounce. Now I'm getting entertained. Now we're looking at the price action we came for. Or maybe not. That was a 40, what? How much? 830 to 763. It's too nasty, man. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to try that. Let me see if I want to try a long on my funded futures family. Wow. Dude. 835 to 762. 1 minute candle. Homeless candle. Imagine playing that long, that breakout without a stop. Ooh. I'm too new, Varts. I need a year at least of streaming to establish myself. This is day 4. But I do love PW. PW is the man. Even with that bounce, we're still not getting that momentum we like. That was nasty. Ooh. Anybody trying to play the breakout of the overnight high? Ho, ho, ho. Especially if you didn't have a stop and then you panicked and you got out over here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nasty NASDAQ. All right, so we know now NASDAQ is being crappy today. Technically, if we take a look at this, this is the price action we're looking at from the open. So we're in consolidation zone. This is risky trading. Gonzalez, yeah, man, that was a nasty move. That was a liquidity grab. Usually that is the indicator for the bounce. However, I thought we'd be pushing up by now already. So that's our consolidation zone right now. They've been playing around and goofing around since the open. Back to the basing. So going back to the micros, remember I said you can build a position here. It's going to be one of those range days where literally you're there for an hour just waiting for the pullback micro, 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 and then hopefully you get your play to the upside, building that position with micros. But today could be the day where the bears have a little bit of fun. Question is, do I want to get in on a short now? Crazy price action. 800 level is being contested big time. So now I probably wouldn't even consider a long with a roughly a 15-minute candle above the 840, 850 level to indicate that we are pushing above 800 or 850. Bears are taking control now. Wow. So we went through that whole consolidation, lousy price action, and then finally the play with momentum happens. Let's see. I could go either way. Today's a day of patience. And wait for the move. Looks like the move is building to the downside. 700 is the key area. If the bears are able to close below 700, it's game over, at least for today. We'll see further downside. Bulls want to position themselves above 800 for the push to 900 and all-time highs. I don't know. Certainly not the price action I like, so I'm staying out. Now I'm green, $1,000 across 5 accounts. Today's a day to protect capital. All right, shoot, I'm gonna be late. I gotta head out to work. Went up to Scottsdale. And clearly trying to chase a trade. When you're in the green, just walk out. Especially with this price action, walk out. So I think this 1 minute candle right here is important. This is a 40 over 100 points. Am I reading this right? No, 80 points. 80 point 1 minute candle. The bulls attempted to bounce there. They failed. We are now breaking below opening range. Wow. Question is, how low are we going to go? 700. 700 at this point is the target. But clearly didn't give me an entry. I mean, right now it's a FOMO trade, just chasing it. Who would have guessed this breakout would have been the entry for a short? That's what nasty NASDAQ does. Doesn't give it to you how you want it. Everybody's watching the same charts. The play is going to happen when you least expect it, and there we go. Boom. This would be a chasing trade, and I could see how it'll play out, probably all the way down to 700. But I'm in the green again. I'm not looking to take a chase trade today. So, what type of news did we have? FOMC speaker? I wasn't even watching the calendar. No, today's the 6th. Take care of Arts. Thanks for tuning in, man. So, as far as news for today, we had jobless claims at 8:30, which uneventful. I mean, there was literally no movement. I had my charts open around that time. 2:30, we have Fed speakers. That's Eastern. So we got some more action later. Tomorrow we have the unemployment rate at 8:30 a.m. That's going to have some action. Then we got a speaker at around 9:30. So right 5 minutes before the open. And then we got news at 10 a.m. Consumer sentiment. That's going to drive. So Friday we have a volatile day. Tomorrow, initial jobless claims. We'll see how much that print moves us, but relatively light day tomorrow. All right, so I think I'm going to call it a day as well. Just very, very slow price action. Very choppy, very dangerous. You're trying to play breakouts. Well, be careful. Nasty NASDAQ today. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and more importantly, hit that notification bell so that you get updated when I post content. If you're new and you haven't visited or joined my trading cave in the Discord, hit www.jcdaytrader.com. You got my Discord there. I'm still not posting content, slowly building the community. This is only week 1 of live trading for me. I think this is day 3 or day 4. So it's just the beginning. You also have some discount codes and discount links for some of the prop firms that I trade. Other than that, that's all I got for today. Have a great week. Keep it in the green. Today was one of those patience. If you don't like the price action, stay out. I took a couple trades, did not like the price action, and peeled out. And sometimes, some people do very well with this price action. Very slow. You build positions. I don't. I certainly don't. That's why I trade NQ, not ES. But anyways, I hope everybody is in the green. Keep it green. Tomorrow we'll be back. Actually, I may not stream tomorrow, or what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday? Let me take a look at my calendar. Yeah, no, tomorrow's Thursday. So might be it for this week. I'll try to see if I can hop on Friday. Tomorrow, definitely don't think I can trade. But anyways, thanks for everyone tuning in. I will see you sometime later this week. Thanks for all the support to the channel, and don't forget.